Hello pupils, you are welcome to General Studies class. I am Uncle Popo. I believe you are ready for today's revision. Today's revision will be in assessment form and it covers basic science and technology, social studies, physical and health education, agricultural science, and civic education. Get your writing material and your exercise book for today's lesson. Today's lesson, I want it to be in another form. If you are watching with your friends, your brothers or sisters, or anybody around you, I want you to challenge them. I want you to challenge them that you will get more in this lesson for today. But if you are watching alone, you are competing with me. Yes, you can win if you scored 90% of the questions that will be displayed today. The rule is you have to answer the question before I say the final answer. Is that clear, pupils? I want to hear yes, Uncle Popo. Is that clear, pupils? Good. Today's learning objective. By the end of today's lesson, you should be able to recall concepts taught in previous lessons. You should be able to recall concepts taught in previous lessons. Now, let's start. Are you ready, pupils? Question. The first question. There are three basic material needs of man. There are three basic material needs of man. Food, clothing, and dash. Options: cars, jets, shelter, vacation. What's the correct answer? The correct answer to this is shelter. Good. Moving on to the next question. In social studies, dash is a very tall building. Dash is a very tall building. Option A, a bungalow. Option B, a mansion. Option C, a duplex. And option D, a skyscraper. What's the correct answer? The correct answer is skyscraper. Next question. Here we have a female adult chicken, that's in agricultural science, is called dash. A female adult chicken is called dash. Option A, rooster. B, hen. C, cockerel. D, pullet. What's the correct answer? The correct answer to this is N. Moving on to the next question. I believe you are there. Good. The following are importance of poultry except A, provision of eggs. B, provision of meat. C, it is a source of income. D, provision of leather. What's the correct answer? The correct answer to this is provision of leather. Brilliant one. I want you to say perfect one. Brilliant one, perfect one. Moving on to the next question. Here in agricultural science, a young male chicken is called dash. A young male chicken is called dash. Options: cockerel, pullet, hen, rooster. What's the correct answer? The correct answer is cockerel. The correct answer to that is cockerel. The next question is, critical cases of abuse of drugs are usually treated at psychiatric hospitals or dash. Critical cases of abuse of drugs are usually treated at psychiatric hospitals or dash. Options: A, orthopedic hospitals. B, rehabilitation centers. C, churches. D, traditional centers. What is the correct answer there? The right answer to this is rehabilitation centers. Good one. Moving on to the next question, and that is in physical and health education. The following are rich in carbohydrates except the following are rich in carbohydrates except A, beans, B, bread, C, yam, D, cassava. What's the correct answer? The correct answer to this is beans. I believe you are getting more than your friend there. Brilliant one. Moving on to the next question. Here we have a push or pull on an object is called dash. I know you remember that song. A push or pull on an object is called dash. A, effort. B, force. C, friction. D, effect. And what's the answer, everybody? And that is a force. Next question. In social studies, a building is likely to collapse if it doesn't have dash. A building is likely to collapse if it doesn't have dash. Options: proper ventilation, adequate lighting, strong structure, enough space. What's the answer? The correct answer is strong structure. Moving on, I'm looking at who is leading. Let's see if you have been getting all the questions right. Next question is this: the force produced by our muscles when we do work is dash. The force produced by our muscles when we do work is dash. Options: frictional force, magnetic force, muscular force, gravitational force. And what's the answer? The answer is muscular force. Next question: the force that enables the tires of vehicles to grip the road properly, thereby preventing vehicles from moving off the road, is dash. The force that enables the tires of vehicles to grip the road properly, thereby preventing vehicles from moving off the road, is dash. Options: A, force of gravity. B, friction. C, muscular force. And D, energy. What's the answer? The correct answer is friction. Friction is a force that opposes movement between two surfaces. Moving on to the next question. Now, by now you are seeing who is leading. Maybe you. Next question. Friction produces dash and dash. Friction produces dash and dash. Option A, electricity and fire. Option B, heat and light. Option C, heat and water. Option D, water and light. What's the correct answer? The answer to this is heat and light. Next question. Here we have question on physical and health education. There are dash classes of food nutrients. There are dash classes of food nutrients. Options: 3, 4, 5, 6. How many classes of food nutrient, everybody? Good. We have 6 classes of food nutrient. Next question. A meal containing all the food nutrients in the right proportion is called dash. A meal containing all the food nutrients in the right proportion is called dash. A, vitamin. B, breakfast. C, dinner. D, balanced diet. No, the answer is balanced diet. Next question. Now we have another question in civic education. When we fail to perform our obligations to the government, when we fail to perform our obligations to the government, there will be breakdown of law and order. When we fail to perform our obligations to the government, there will be breakdown of law and order. True or false? Very simple. This is a bonus. True. That's the answer. True. Moving on to the next one. Which force tends to oppose the motion of surfaces in contact? Which force tends to oppose the motion of surfaces in contact? Options: frictional force, gravitational force, muscular force, electric force. It's very simple. We've done this in our lesson, and that is frictional force. Another question in social studies: a good house should not necessarily be able to meet the special needs of handicapped members of the family. A good house should not necessarily be able to meet the special needs of handicapped members of the family. True or false is a bonus. Let's see. The correct answer is false. Question on civic education. Our obligations to the government include the following, except our obligations to the government include the following except: A. Paying tax promptly. B. Obey the laws of the land and obey those in authority. C. Vote during election. D. Destroy government properties and infrastructures. Then, what's the correct answer? The answer is destroy government properties and infrastructure. Let's move on to the next question. And the question is on physical and health education. Vitamins are mostly found in dash. Vitamins are mostly found in dash. A. Milk. B. Fruits and vegetables. C. Nuts. D. Oil. What's the correct answer? The right answer is fruits and vegetables. I hope we are seeing who is leading. Now, moving on to the next question. Here we have, which of these is not true of friction? Which of these is not true of friction? A. It causes wear to a surface. B. It produces heat. C. It can produce light. D. It can be reduced by adding water. Which of this is not true? The one that is not true out of all these is the option D. It can be reduced by adding water. Next question, and see who emerges the winner for today. Which of these cannot reduce friction? Which of these cannot reduce friction? A. Applying oil or grease. B. Cleaning the surface. C. Smoothing the surface. And D. Using ball bearings. Which one is the correct answer? And that is cleaning the surface. Let's look at this before we call it a day and see the winner for today. The question is, something that can affect or stop somebody from achievement or progress is dash. Something that can affect or stop somebody from achievement or progress is dash. A. Danger. B. Fear. C. Obstacle. C. Disability. And what's the correct answer? The correct answer is obstacle. Now let's look at the last question for today. When I throw up a ball, it comes right back down. What force is in effect? When I throw up a ball, it comes right back down. What force is in effect? A. Magnetic force. B. Gravitational force. C. Muscular force. And D. Frictional force. And what's the correct answer? The answer is gravitational force. In today's lesson, you have challenged your friends or people around you. Let's see who emerged the winner in today's assessment. Did you get more than your friend? Or is there anybody who got 90% of the questions I have displayed today? If we have, that means we give you cheers. It shows you have done well. On this note, we are bringing today's lesson to an end. Until next time, next lesson. Uncle Popo says, keep on studying. Bye.